Hey folks, once again welcome back to our channel. Today's video we're going to talk about a car horn. A car horn, it is one of the most problematic things on the car, but actually it is one of the easiest things to repair. For example, now today we're going to look how best we can troubleshoot our car horn. First and foremost, let's understand how a car horn works. This is my horn. It is not working when you look at it, but sometimes when you rotate up to a certain level, it works. This is a problem of a wiring. So if we try to remove this cover here, I'm going to remove this cover here, then I show you the horn, the switch. Now this cover here, we can remove it. After removing the cover, we can see the switch. This is our switch. This is the car horn switch. How it works, we can first verify from the wiring diagram. I'm going to show you from a simple wiring diagram, but if you have your car wiring diagram, you can see how your switch works. For those who don't understand how to read wiring diagrams, I'll show you. I'm going to tag a video in the description there which I made of how to read wiring diagrams. And for those who don't understand relays and everything, I also have a video which I've already made, and I'll put it also in the description. This is the horn. Now the horn, this switch completes the circuit, completes the horn circuit. When you look at this one, when it is working, it touches this ring. Hope you can see this ring. Now this ring is grounded, so when you press this switch, you are actually grounding this wire. That means if you put the ground or the negative directly to the horn, it means it will work. For example, we can first remove this one. I have removed the switch. Now this is the switch. I've removed it. Once I remove it, it means if I tap this one direct, because that is the purpose of a switch, if I tap it direct on the negative here, it is supposed to work. But since my ground is not proper, that means I have to troubleshoot the ground of this ring. This ring is actually not grounding properly. It means it is losing the ground. So I can test it by connecting this one directly to the battery negative. Let me improvise a wire from the battery negative and I connect it directly. Then we see that our horn will be working. Now before I proceed to the next step of improvising from the battery, let me first explain to you how a horn actually works and its wiring diagram. This is a simple schematic, but when you look on your car wiring diagram for the horn, it will look like this. This is the simplest circuit, because a horn is the simplest circuit in a car. Now how does it work? Power comes from the fuse. It can be 15 amps, it can be any value depending on your vehicle, and it is always hot at all times. I told you that hot at all times means whether the key is on or off, the fuse always receives power, or the load always receives power. So that power comes from the fuse in the fuse box, then it goes to the junction connector. This is the junction connector. Now from the junction connector, one cable goes, a high current cable goes through the relay. This is a relay. This is a horn relay. A horn relay, when you look at your car wiring diagram, you see where it is located, because each car has a different area. Now from the horn relay, it will go to the horns. There are always two horns on a car. They can be 2 or 3 depending on your design, or even more. So these horns are always connected in parallel, so that both of them receives 12 volts or 24 volts depending on your car design. So now one cable also passes through the relay coil. Then from the relay coil, it comes up to the horn switch. This horn switch is the one located at your steering, or it can be at any other point where your manufacturers put it. But well, if you remember, on our car, it was on the steering. So this is the switch. Once you close this switch, you are grounding the coil. Now once you ground the coil will energize. After it energizes, it will pull this switch in the relay, then the horns will go on. So you open, you press, they go on, you stop, they go off. So I hope everything now makes sense. That means that if we ground this relay or this relay coil, it means we shall be powering the horns directly. So now let's go and see our cable. Our cable, it means we are going to bypass this switch, then we shall be grounding this one directly. Hope it makes sense. Now this is our cable from the battery negative, this one, this black cable. So if I connect it directly to this one like this, sorry, I'm using one hand to hold the camera, another one to connect, so it might not be clear, but I'm using one hand, so sorry for that. Yeah, today I've not used the stand because I was rushing to make this video. But once you connect these ones together, these ones, once you connect them together, the car will sound like that. So the car will make, the horn will make a sound. It means that your ground, this one is the one which is not stable, so we need to work on that. Hope this video helps. Yeah, how to make this ground proper. That means we shall need to inspect the wiring here, and also we shall need to inspect this ground. If it is not proper, we can bring another permanent ground wire like this one, which is live, and we connect it here so that our horn becomes perfectly stable. Hope everything is okay. Thanks for watching.